my thoughts. I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sense.
What the hell's going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We are jumping back into Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. I don't know why I've been closing my eyes to do my intros. That's how into it I am, guys. That's called YouTubing. 5-year anniversary campaign part 2. Don't mind this Japan thing up here. It's actually for global. So part 2 is right around the corner. We do, in fact, know the release date for part 2 celebration. We're going to go over everything, including the release date, when it's coming out, and all the units that you can expect. This is a big deal, boys. This is a big deal because if you thought part 1 was fire, it was probably better, but part 2 is also very, very good. Part 2 is very, very good. So let's go into it because there's a lot to go over. I do want to say, do I want to say this is more of a Dragon Ball Super Broly celebration than it is Zamasu? Probably. Though, well, let's just go over it. So the second phase of this incredible campaign, don't pay attention to that because this is the Japanese time. New stages for the story events Zero Mortals Plan and Saiyan Trio led by Fate will be held. You can relive the story of Dragon Ball Super Broly in events marked with the Gogeta icon, and relive the story of Dragon Ball Super Future Trunks Saga in events marked with the Vegito icon. So just like in part 1, you know, you had these two icons. And I've mentioned this before, but these two icons were essentially the reason why a lot of us figured that they were going to be transforming, you know, LR units, base form, because there was leaks that it could have been Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. That was like the lead thought. And then once we saw these icons, we were like, oh, nope, it's transforming. Base form to Vegito Blue, 100%. Anyway, in addition, there will be a part 3 for the anniversary. And before you ask, part 3 is where you get the final 55 tickets, okay? You get the 55th ticket in part 3. You do not get it already. You will not get it in part 2. You will get all, or the final 55th ticket in part 3. So you got to be patient. I know that's difficult for some of you freaking people. But anyway, 5th anniversary special movie. It'll be played during the first login, starting from, you know, the particular date. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's put a little bit of sound on. Dragon Balls. This is going to be an epic fight between Zamasu and Chile. You already know. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Looked good. So that is going to be... Oopsie. That's going to be on the initial login when you first hop in. So pretty cool, in my opinion. Probably not as cool as the part 1 celebration, but I'd say it's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so let's go down. Go Beyond God. 5th anniversary missions, limited missions. And then that's going to last, limited mission period was from the beginning of the anniversary. So this is part 1 missions, and then boom, daily missions as well. So this is clear any stage once, get 2 of these 5-year anniversary coins. Clear any stage twice, you're going to get 1 5th anniversary ticket, not the 55 ticket multi, 5th anniversary ticket. Clear any stage 3 times, 1 Dragon Stone. And then these are like a lot of the older missions. They just added a bunch more, if I remember correctly. So pretty much a lot of the old and some new stuff, right? Still going to get more 5th anniversary tickets, more Dragon Stones, more Hidden Potential Orbs. Just an absolute ridiculous amount of, like... I did a rerolled account, and the sheer amount of Grand Kais, Elder Kais, Hidden Potential Orbs, Awakening Medals, Z-Swords, training items that they give you, and 5th anniversary tickets and whatnot is insane. Like, I'm talking about, in terms of Grand Kais, they're giving you over 100 Grand Kais just by doing the missions and whatnot. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let's keep going down. Request for a Dragon Ball Search campaign. So this is going to go on for a few days. And essentially, it's going to be Well, let's just read this real quick. Let's try to achieve 7 goals together with everyone's strength. During this campaign, the contents of each goal will be totaled. By achieving a goal, you will get 5th anniversary coins and various items. If you achieve all goals, you will also receive 10 dragon stones and a 5th anniversary commemorative wallpaper. And that is the wallpaper. Super tough. I actually think it's the one I currently am using on JP, so it looks fantastic. So this is going to be very, very similar to what we got in the blue electrolyte thing with Bulma, where it's kind of like a raid. What I mean is it calculates every player doing this. So it's going to be every global player. They're going to set a goal, and boom, if we exceed the goal, we get the prize. So first is Dokkan Awakened characters more than 550,000 times. Japan was like, that's pretty easy, brother. They awakened 3.1 million characters in 5 days. Extreme Z awakened characters more than 3 million times. They did 3.2 million. Collect more than 5 trillion zenny. They collected 71 trillion, almost 72 trillion. That's insane. Consume at least 500 million stamina. They more than doubled it at 1.1 million. Train more than 3 million times. They went 22 million, almost 23 million. Clear the special missions more than 5.5 million times. They cleared it 28 million times. Defeat more than 1 million giant ticks. And that's on the stage 5 of Saiyan led by Fate. They did it 1.7 million times, almost 1.8. So if you can see, there's the 7 missions. And the first mission gives you a bunch of hidden potential orbs, 20 large. I don't know what that says. I want to say it's like 550 medium, 800 large. The second one gives you 3 Grand Kais of each type. The third mission gives you Zenny in the form of Hercule statues that you can sell. The next one gives you keys. The fifth gives you turtle shells, Z swords, training locations. The good ones though, the hyperbolic time chamber, and not the hyperbolic time chamber. I'm sorry, the Vegeta's gravity chamber, and then Goku, the ship. I forgot what the ship was called. The sixth Dragon Ball gives you all of these awakening medals. You got your freaking Bobbities and Beebities and the West Kais and the South Kais and the Popos and all those dudes. And then the 7th Dragon Ball gives you 30 5-year anniversary tickets, some Ghost Usher support items and stuff like that. And by the way, when I say grab Dragon Ball, I mean this is just like a mission. It's not, you're not actually gathering the Dragon Ball, so just keep that in mind. Zero Mortal Plan, a new stage of story event. I've talked about this before, but there are 3 new levels. So right now we are capped at this 1, 2, and 3. So it's Goku and the Kai of Universe 10, Justice and Order, Good and Evil. If we scroll down, Fake Body and Saiyans will be level 4. That's going to get you training items. Rage and New Power, that's going to get you awakening medals. And then Gods and Men, level 6, is the one that you're going to need to turn your Strength Zamasu into LR Zamasu. And you're going to need 50 of these medals. 50 of this medal right here. This medal right here, you're going to need 50 to LR him. So if you are trying to do the free-to-play grind and get Zamasu from his TUR to LR, but get his super attack all the way up to 25 when he is eventually Extreme Z Awakened, you're going to need 150 of these because you're going to have to LR 3 characters. All right, so make sure you are you're paying attention to that. So going down to the Saiyan Trio led by Fate and Extreme Z area. Saiyan Trio led by Fate. So new stage of story event coming. Essentially, they're going to add 3 new levels, just like with the Zamasu event. I'm sorry, 2 new levels, whoopsie. The Kakarot and Vegeta, and then the Turn of Fate. Obviously, one is for the Vegeta, one is for the Broly. These are going to be the Awakening medals. If you haven't rainbowed these 2 units already, please do so, because they're going to be getting an Extreme Z Awakening as well. So you get the Hidden Potential Orbs from Part 3, which is very nice, Stage 3. So you're going to need the medals to awaken these boys, and then once you do that, once they are awakened, let's just actually go over to the Vegeta. Once you awaken them, the Broly goes to Broly and Ba, I believe his name is. The big monster thingy from the planet. So there he is right there. Yeah, they just call him Broly Kid. But yeah, so you are going to need how many medals? 10. Only 10. Okay, so very, very easy. only 10 awakening medals to get these guys up there. And then once you do that, you're going to go into this Extreme Z area. And you're going to clear this out, get the necessary medals needed. Let's go right here. So 15 bronze, 40 silver, 30 gold, 30 rainbow. So there it is right there. And then total amount, yeah, 15, 40, 30, 30. And then it will lead them to be Extreme Z Awakened. So Pure Saiyan's category lead. We're not going to go too deep into this because I want to talk about the actual anniversary date in a second. So top legendary summon is coming as well. Boom. This is it right here. Again, we're not going to go too deep in this because we will be making a spend stones or skip video on this. But as you can see, 2 new units, LR Rose Goku Black and LR Broly, who LR's into Broly, Lemo, and Chile, the Vampa trio there. So a standard top legendary banner. I don't necessarily suggest summoning on it, but if you have a ton of extra stones and you want to go for it, go for it. They are both incredible, the Goku Black especially. So this is very interesting. So this was a sale that they had for 100 Dragon Stones, and they would give you a collaboration gacha ticket. And this collaboration gacha ticket was, this ticket right here was very, very important because essentially it gave you, it was an in-country event for Japan, and you had the ability to win actual prizes. I don't expect this coming to global, all right? Maybe we would get the ticket and something like that, but I doubt that it's going to include the real life prize. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just scrap that all together, if it's just not included at all. So I'd probably not expect this. Maybe we'll get like a discount, 100 Dragonstone discount, but that's about it. And then Mysterious Ritual. Okay, so let's go over to the release schedule, and then we'll go further details into the 3 new units that are essentially coming. Because the one thing that I want to mention is this Dokkan Fest is not coming right away. This is still a few days away. So if we take a look at the release schedule, let's just put it like right here. July 19th, 2020, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or Pacific Daylight Time, I guess they go by, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's when part 2 is going to start with everything I mentioned, except for this. This is not going to be coming right away. More than likely, we're going to see it in about a week and a half. So it'll come out the 19th, about a week, probably a week from then. So either like the 26th, 27th maybe, we'll see this banner drop, because over on JP, it took about 17, 18 days for this banner to come out after the, 5-year anniversary units. And on global right now, the units came out on the 9th, and so that would make it only 10 days that this banner drops, and I don't see that happening at all. So expect at least another week for this banner to come out. Don't get too excited. It does give you a chance to save more stones, so that's very, very good. So that is the release date, and let's just take a quick look at these units once they're Extreme Z Awakened, because they're actually pretty good. So Broly raises attack and defense, so he's stacking 20% attack and defense every turn, causes supreme damage and a 25% chance to stun, attack and defense 70%, disables enemy guard, 25% chance of evading, 30% chance of evading enemy's attack, including super attack. And if he delivers the final blow, your team recovers 20% HP at the end. So actually pretty good. And with some of these links that are going to be changed, he's going to be pretty solid, actually. He does have Prepared for Battle, which is nice. And then he's got Shadow Limit, which is like, all right, that's pretty cool. So pretty solid. And if we take a look at the Vegeta and the Raditz Extreme Z Awakened, stacks attack 30% every single turn and lowers attack. Gives himself attack and defense 70%, just like Broly, plus an additional 1 key and 20% attack and defense, and chance of performing a critical hit by 10% per pure Saiyans on his team, or I'm sorry, attacking in the same turn. So that would essentially be what, 60 or 40% added onto his 70%. Launches an additional attack that has a 50% chance of becoming a super attack when there's another joined forces ally attacking in the same turn. So he can get pretty strong. Unfortunately, his links are kind of wonky with, again, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage. Then he's got like Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, which are like more villain. You're not going to see a lot of Saiyans with these links, Thirst for Conquest and Brutal Beatdown. And then Frieza's Army is just kind of a dead link. Prepare for Battle, Shadow Limit. Yeah, let's actually take a look at who's in Frieza's Army. Yeah, that's a joke. That's an absolute joke. What was I going to take a look at? Okay, boo. Yeah, everything is pretty standard. All right, and then last but not least, we have the Zamasu / Goku, parentheses, Goku Dawn of Darkest Justice. We're not going to take a look at the Extreme Z Awakened because, you know, we can't do it yet. That's going to be in part 3 of the celebration. But in part 2, you're going to be able to LR this man. He's going to be a time traveler, 77% lead, 3 key. His 12 key is going to cause colossal damage and lower defense. His 18 key is going to raise his defense for 1 turn, which is 50%. Nope, 30%. So 30% defense raise for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage. His passive skill, 50% attack and defense. Gives himself 1 key every time he gets hit, up to 5. Launches an additional attack that has a 25% chance of becoming a super attack if he's facing 2 or more enemies. And then if he does the final blow, kind of like the what's his face, the Broly, then he's going to gain an additional attack and defense by 20%. It caps at 50, which is, yes, a very strange number. There's a reason why they went with 50. It will be increased when he's actually Extreme Z Awakened, so it's very strange. But his links are fantastic for a Zamasu type unit because pretty much all Zamasus, all Goku Blacks, just their links are perfect for each other. Godly Power, Cold Judgment, Nightmare, Dismal Future, Fear and Faith, Shadow Limit, Legendary Power. Even in this non-complete form that he's in right here, because he will be getting Extreme Z Awakened, he's still pretty good for a free-to-play LR. Like, he's still pretty darn solid. So, that's pretty much everything, guys. That is the units that are coming for the Part 2 of the celebration. I, for one, cannot wait for this to start so we can get even more Dragonstones, even more tickets, and I should have a collab lined up for the top legendary banner, which I'll tell you right now, I probably don't suggest you summoning on, and I probably wouldn't if I wasn't doing a collab. So just, you know, even though the Rose Goku is insane, but I suggest you probably would just get him with gold coins. Either way, if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I do read every single comment. And if you are new here and you have yet to subscribe to the channel, consider what you're doing with your life. Go ahead and gently rub that sub button, gingerly ring that bell button, lovingly kiss that like button. As always, this is Periodik. See y'all in the next video.